Hello. How are you? You alright? Right, today we've got a BSA Lightning XLSE, I think it's called. Now, I've had this gun for quite a while now. Well, not quite a while, year and a half, something like that, I expect it is. I bought it a year last July, which was 2022, right? July, 2nd of July, I think I bought it. And I loved it. Lovely small little gun, nice and light. It's like feather light. It's, you know, I took it to the range with the boys. I had long started shooting and I wasn't, it's not very accurate, right? I wouldn't say it's not very accurate at all compared to the Virax, like, you know. And so anyway, I was shooting it, loving it, enjoying it. And what we tend to do more with this, what is what I tend to do. I put a pile of frying pans that we did, and just stand up and shoot with these, like dings, yeah. And look, see, I tend to do that more, so I don't really sit down and bench with it at all. I never ever with it. I've always sort of stood up. So I've never really shot at like targets until really now. Really, I had a little go of it and done a bit of target shooting, and then realised it's not. It's a bit of a kick on it, it is, right? I expect the same with all brake barrels, I should imagine, but no, I love my springers, and it's a bit more of a challenge. But this little short barrel, I would say it's perfect for a junior, right? But why waste on a junior? I love it myself. So anyway, so this was July 2022. I had it. I took it, and then after 6 weeks in, I noticed a little, because I bought it from the shop, and they had a little mark on it, a couple of little marks in it would have been damaged in the shop, right? So after 6 weeks, I had it for just about 6 weeks. I noticed there was a little crack on the stock. So I contacted the shop and said, look, it's a little crack on the stock, and I said, I want to just add it. He said, leave it with me or whatever, I'll have it, see what I can do. Well, I said, it's got to be under warranty, like, so we just add it in it. And then he said, like, the stock's not under warranty, which is a bit flipping heck, like. And it's not as if I go chucking in the back of the van and just drive it around and just rally drive with it, or anything. No, it's kept, look, it's well looked after, it is. It's sort of cleaned over, put in a case, even left open on the bed to dry. Give me, you know, when I've been out shooting in a damp weather and I like, so I let it dry before I actually put it away, sort of thing, like. So I looked after it, and he said, well, what did they say you could have done? You could have broke the barrel, like, you know, and shot it and let it go. And it would have sprung back, it would have started a little crack. And I said, well, I said, I'm a 50-odd-year-old man, right? And I said, it's not as if I'm going to be letting it go. I can't hold it or nothing like that. So he said, look, leave it with me. He said, right, I'll see what I can do. So he said, right, I want to keep you happy. I got to say that to him. He's good as gold. He said, I want to keep you happy. He said, so I'll get a new stock and I'll get a new stock put on your field. So, oh, thanks, like, you know, great. Because I was going to go off of him or whatever, or end up just tough. I got to put it on myself. So, but he did the favour at the shop. I don't want to say any names on there, nothing like that. I said he was good as gold. He put a new stock on it for me. I gave it me back, and I was over the moon. So that was August. Maybe that was August time. I had for a couple of weeks, maybe back coming to September then. So I took it back up shooting again. Loved it. I bought a little PCP then, which is crap. They are, like, you know. I bought a PCP then. I carried on with that then, like. And then Christmas time then, 2022, I had a chronograph for Christmas. I thought, oh, that's cool. I can check the poundage on my gun, innit? So what I did, I set the chronograph out, I put the little app on my phone to suss it out, like, and I fired it, and he was firing like 6 and 7 foot pound, like. And I thought, well, hang on, this is not right. You know, I thought it's only a couple of months old, like, right? If you had a new stock and he put a new stock in for me, so, you know, I think he'd done about, before the stock went, it hadn't even done a 10.5 pellets in the stock work. But like I said, that could have been damaged in the shop. So the guy said, without doubt, I'll get it fixed for you, like, you know. I think sort of fair play, top man, really helped me out, like, there, because I look after it, like. And I was firing sick, and I thought, well, I can't take it back to the shop and complain, because this guy spent a couple of quid on putting a brand new stock on it now, like, and I got to say that's why I fell in love with it, really. The stock is so lovely on it, like, a nice little stock's there. And they really, like, to be honest, you could fire it like a pistol, like, they're all light, they're so lovely, like. So I thought, right, so I went on the forums then, lucky wasn't it? And on the forum then, it said, there's been a problem with them. They said, with the poundage not fair enough. Well, they don't tell us in the BSA, don't they? And you get all these people giving great reviews, and it's always got about 11.5 foot-pound, 10 to 11, 11.5 foot-pound. I thought, well, you know. So I must be one of the unlucky ones then. Bought this gang with a diff stock, with, you know, and what was it on? It is. So I thought, right, read in the forum, they said, yeah, there's a problem with the seals on them, or whatever, first off, when they first come out. So I thought, why didn't they recall them all back? They was using these certain seals, which wasn't very good. So they said in the forum, I don't know, just what I read, like, you know, I don't have trouble reading mine, so I read this and I thought, right. So I thought, what do I do to rectify this, like? So they said, try the breech seal first, and they said the best one to put in would be a Veggie breech seal. So I thought, right, okay. I put a Veggie breech seal, and I put it back in, and I put all the chrono, still the same. So I thought, right, what else can it be? It's read through it, and it says the next thing could be the piston seal. That could have gone on it, because that's what the common fault was, like, you know. So I put a picture of the piston seal up, right? Like I said, 10.5 of pellets I put through it, right? And it's brand new gun. So they said, a little bit of a bump on the stock, so a little mark, and it wasn't nothing of a mark. I didn't mind about the mark because they get a little nicks on it or whatever. So I thought, right, I'm going to change that. Like, so I looked into it, YouTubed it, had a little look how to do it, made a jig, made the tools, stripped the gun down. But when I went to strip the gun down, I noticed when they changed the stock in it, one of the screws by holding it on, they rounded it slightly, right? So I had trouble getting it off. So I got it off, so I had to buy another one of them. So I had to buy another screw to go in the end, so the guy flipped put the stock on. The proper gun says supposed to put the stock on, right? I don't think so. Put the stock on, he had a new stock on for me. And so I got the screw, I ordered the screw to go in there, wherever it was, or whatever it's the bolt to go in there, and I ordered a piston seal. Well, I took it apart, all these bits, put them all steady, took pictures, I took it apart. Then I looked at the seal, like I said, put a picture of the seal up. And the seal was shot. You know, the one side of it I peeled away a bit when I thought, how's this happening? Like, you know, after 10.5 of pellets, and so it's right. They should have recalled the guns, and then they started changing the seal. So right, so I took the seal off, and I couldn't put I struggled in putting the seal back on it, right? Because the shape of it, the shape. So you got the piston comes up, right? See the way down there, so it goes up and down the piston. So the piston comes up, it's like a tube, and then on the top, then you got the steel goes on top. Well, you got to get it over this like little bit of metal which is set, and it's like an hole in the middle of the seal, and it's got to sort of push over it. Well, I thought, right, well, the bottom of on the seal itself, there's a little hole on the bottom and a bigger one on the top, like, and the shape of the ring had to go, and it was like that. It was like a funnel sort of thing, like, you know. And I had to sort of get this little hole, this big part first, and then get down to the small bit. So I tried to put it in hot water, and I warmed it up and tried to get over it, like, and I thought, right, I've done it, like. So I put the gun back together, all cleaned it all up, put it all back together, and I bought a new spring as well, right? Because I seen some guy put a spring in it, so I bought a bigger spring, which was quite a bit bigger than the one spring I had. I thought, right, well, that should give it a bit more power, like, you know. So if it is a problem, so I put the new spring in, and I put the new seal in, and it was firing like about 5.5 to 6, and I thought, oh, there's something wrong here. Obviously, I must have cocked the seal up, put it in. Thought, right, so I put a big massive. I bought a new spring for it, and the guy, when he put this spring in before, I seemed to, he was firing about 17.5 foot-pound. Well, that's obviously too much. You would cut a bit cut a bit down. So we'll put the old one back in. So when it was firing on, then I thought, right, let's try again. Never seal. So I ordered another seal, tried to put that into it, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the seal on. It's just so awkward to get this new seal on it. So then I had to order. Then the only way to get around this, I thought, was to get, and you can't get reliable gunsmiths. I couldn't, like, you want a fortune to do it. So I thought, right, I'm not making any money on this gun now. All I can do is buy a new piston. Well, the piston comes with a seal already attached. So I thought, great, let's try that and do that. So after me buying I bought a breech seal, right? And I bought 2 piston seals, a brand new spring, which is slightly bigger. Then I put a new nut door in. After buying that, I bought a new piston, a bit of bullet. Piston was about 30 odd quid, I expect, with delivery. So I delivered to a gun shop, because it's part of a firearm gun shop, whatever. Because I expect, in case I go killing people with it, I expect, like, with a piston, like, you know, flipping ridiculous, like, you know. So a friend with a gun shop then will ask him, and he said, yeah, he take it in for me, like, you know, and he had it. They didn't charge me nothing. I have a little gun shop, and I went home. I bought some grease off him as well. I took it all apart again. I cleaned it all up. I got all pucker. I put the new piston in. I cleaned it up. Put a nice bit of grease on put the old spring back in. I didn't put a new one in because I thought, if I don't want to put the new spring because it's going to be all right and all firing all cylinders. It's going to be now. So I put it all back together with a nicely greased spring. So it fires lovely now, like, you know. And I got the chronograph out. So I shot a couple off first and see how it went, and shot a couple off of it, and then I put it on the chrono, and the chrono come back and they said he was firing at 11.8, and it was continuous 11.8, 11.9 he went to, right, on 8.4 grain pellets, and it didn't vary above or below. That was the 2 it was on, and I thought I shot 5 pellets, and it was 11.8, 11.8, 11.8, and then at 11.9 out of the 5 shots. I thought, well, that is bang on. So I put it back, but that cost me a lot of heartache, right, and a lot of hassle. And then, but it was worth it, you know. I did want to sell it, and I want to keep it, and I'll always keep it because it's just so handy for if you go hunting, you know. All right, it's not good for sitting on a bench because it's got a bit of a kick in it. If you go hunting, it's like to hold up and take a shot, sort of thing, or it's great for vermin or something like that, I should imagine, like, you know. But I'm well chuffed with it now. Like accuracy is not as good as a fire rack. It don't come no near as good as my 97, I won't say, but it's still a great fun gun, which I will keep. And I watched reviews on it, and they're getting really good results from it, pretty good results of 25, 30 yards or whatever. But I try to adjust just a trigger on it, like, and I think I try to make it light, and it seems like there's no stages on it then, so I've got it. There's a screw on it, is, but I know you can put a different trigger in it, but I don't want to be spending no more money on it, to be honest. Like, it's not my main gun. My 97's my main gun. My HW 97, which I got 221 or 177. It's a 177, by the way. So I didn't want to didn't want to spend any more money on. So with a trigger, you want to sort of pull it back, and it's not a kick, but you can't really distinguish which is after where it finishes or whatever. And so you've got to pull it a bit more than you have with the fire rack, because the fire rack is just like better in it, like, you know, you pull it back, it's easy. But I'll show you now. If you can see my finger, pull it back, right? So see, there's not really a stage there as such. I didn't kill anybody down the range end, didn't I? Expect I did. So I'll try it again, is it? So I'm going to watch it now, right? I think that's the first stage. It's not even the first stage here, really. Yeah, that's the first stage. Second stage. Which, I don't know what the poundage is of it, to be honest, like, of the trigger pull, like, but it's all right. But like I said, it's not a fire rack trigger, all right? So, but when you stood up shooting like that, you're not holding on a target like that for ages, you know, like you're trying to get the bullseye, like you're just shooting frying pans like I do, or whatever sort of thing. But the gun, really a good gun. Not as accurate as some guns, but it's accurate, a lot more accurate than some of the other guns, like, you know. I got times 9 Hawkey, like, you know, by 40. But awesome, you know, it's a good gun, but they should have recalled him, shouldn't they? That's trouble to see. They should have recalled him instead of people. So as I come for a BSA, I'll never ever buy another BSA again, right? Because of that, just because of that, they didn't recall them all. Like, even though it's a lovely gun, the R10s and the R12s are really nice guns. They're really nice. But I'm not my PCPs. And if I was going to get a PCP, I would get an H200, I expect I would. Like, I wouldn't never get a BSA ever again. But I love this BSA. But because of the trouble I've had with it, right, I will never get one again. Like, so this will stay in my arsenal, out the way, and I do bring up the range because it's good fun. I like to stand up and just shoot because it's so light and it doesn't hurt. You're up there, but it's firing good, and the poundage is up on it now, which is really good. I won't put a big spring in it. I've kept that because I put the original spring back in it. I think if I put the new spring in it, it'd be flipping goodness as well. So I got that just in case this spring snaps, which it won't. I shouldn't think, like, because they're pretty good BSA stuff. Just in case this spring snaps and I can get out and cut that, I can cut it down and put that one in and to get the same as, like. There we are. That's the BSA Lightning XL SE. All these numbers, what do they mean anyway? And it's a spring. I know they do a gas one. I don't know what the gas one is like compared to this. I've seen reviews and said they're really smooth. This is smooth to break. This is it's pretty good. It's quite simple. It's got that lovely short barrel as well, which is, like I said,
The Veggie shooter. I'm the Veggie shooter.
There we are. Thanks very much.
I'm the
And
Veggie shooter.
I know I haven't put a video from. I hope to see you again.